Okay, it's roughly 6:50, Tuesday, January 17th, 2023, and meeting of the International Falls Economic Development Authority. All members are here, except for Tim is on the TV screen there. And so we're going to move on with the approval of minutes. First of all, we have EDA meeting minutes of October 17th, 2022. We need board action on that.
I'm going to approve.
Okay. We have Harley and we have Walt, first and second on it. Any discussion on those minutes? There's none, and so we'll vote.
Aye.
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 Motion passed 4-0. Moving on to B, EDA special meeting minutes of September 26, 2022. The board action.
I would make a motion to approve.
Okay, Harley makes a motion to approve it. You need a second?
I'll second.
Pete Kaler for second. Any discussion? There's none. We'll move on with voting.
Aye.
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 Motion passed for the special meeting minutes of September 26, 4-0. Moving on to C, EDA special meeting minutes of December 5th, 2022. We need board action. Need a motion.
I'll move.
Motion by Pete Kaler. Second by Walt Bowler. Discussion. No discussion. Move on to voting.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Motion passed 4-0 for the special meeting minutes of December 5th, 2022. Audience. We have no audience, so we'll move into number 5. Accounts payable financial reports. Approve the accounts payable as presented. Need a motion. Motion by Walt Bowler. Need a second. Second by Mayor Harley. Discussion.
Aye. Oh, aye. Oh, geez. I got another
That's
meeting.
okay.
I'm in a hurry.
Yeah, no problem. Any discussion? No discussion. We'll move on to this.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Motion passed 4-0 to approve accounts payable as presented. B, none. 2022 unaudited financial reports to be prepared after payables are posted February 2023. So we'll move on to reports. Number 6, election of officers. Board action. So we have a list of, or at least we all do, we have a list of who was officers last year. We're missing now Joe Kraus, who was vice president, and also Leon Deach, who was treasurer. We're going to start with the president and call for nominations for president of EDA.
Point of order. I'm not even trying to be that guy, but I don't believe that our new commissioners on this board have been sworn in.
Oh, you mean into EDA?
Yeah, we haven't had it yet.
Do we have to do that, Betty?
Yes, we should. It just popped in.
So Tim's not here. What do you want to do? You want to move on anyways?
Either way we can look, because you got a quorum, right?
Yeah.
With your business.
Yeah, I think we.
I'll just abstain. I can just abstain from any.
And I have no
We
problem.
have a quorum of 3.
Yeah, understood. But as for the minutes and everything that we just approved, I think we'll just need to have some friendly amendments to move those forward. But yeah, and then just put everybody in and do our nominations at the next meeting. or have a special meeting.
Well, we have a special meeting after the next council to address that and do the officers at that time.
Yeah, that's what
Either way.
I would feel comfortable.
Okay, so the way you had it set up, Harley, was whoever's president would go on EDA.
You'll still be president
EDA.
until we put somebody else, or until the next meeting.
So I am actually treasurer of KEDA.
Yeah.
And also board member.
Yeah.
And so we'll just move along like that.
Yep.
All right. Okay. Okay, so we'll have do the officers at a special meeting. Okay.
It just popped in there. We only do this once every couple of years. I completely catch that.
I guess I got a question for you too. Why is it that the president is the only one besides you that's on KEDA? Well, what's the reasoning behind it? Walt was on there without being president, right, Walt? Why does the second person on there need to be you? You're the one that brought that up.
Yep.
Okay, why? What?
Well, my reasoning for doing that was to have the mayor of the city.
Yeah,
and
that's you.
the EDA, the
Yeah.
president, whoever that is, because those are the two people that I think should be representing the economic development interests of the city of International Falls. I mean, it can be anybody. That's just
Yeah,
my thought process on
I see.
trying to put that together.
Okay.
And I think it's good.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll move on to let's see, we got director secretary's report. The secretary was city administrator. Do we have any report, Betty?
I have nothing additional under the reports. No.
Okay.
We're gonna go back. Yeah, I think that's what we should probably do next. If, yeah, I may is go back to,
Wherever I voted.
yeah,
That would be the IFEDA special meeting minutes of September 26th, 2022. I made the motion and Commissioner Taylor seconded it, so we would need to have a different second.
correct.
Would you like to second that? You're quick. Okay.
We vote?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll vote. Aye.
I
Okay, that passed. That was the 26th or 17th.
the 26th. The other two are final.
Okay. Gotcha.
The December 5th people they're on.
Okay, we need to do that too?
Oh, yeah. I would make that motion to approve the minutes of December 5th.
Okay.
Second.
Got a second? Any discussion on it? None.
Abstain.
You're abstaining. I vote yes.
Yes.
Okay, motion passed. We're done with those.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Other business, number 8. Housing planning update from Bolton and Neck.
I can give a brief on that, Commissioner Holden and Commissioner for the EDA. Kelly and I have been meeting with Bolton and Mink, Laura and I'm gonna draw a blank on his name. Her name is Franny as well. Every 2 weeks in regards to the housing study that we have been working on. We are probably the next meeting, which is scheduled, I believe, in 2 weeks. Going to be launching that site for the properties within city limits that we are promoting that are available for development. Along with Kelly has been working closely with them on helping create checklists for individuals who want to do different things, that it's exactly everything is laid out step by step on what to do and how to do it, where to find the information. They're moving along, and in your payables, you've seen the payables to them. The documents are very well laid out. Kelly and I are, going back and forth with questions and answers with those individuals, and It's very soon. It will be out and available on our website for all of us, for everybody to use. We spoke about last time, a lot of the conversation was around whether or not we have other property besides city property available on that site that, to advertise for sale. And we're up for that, but we just need to make sure that whether it's Cooch County, whether it's the state, whether it's a private person, they're okay with it being on that site and they sign off on it saying, yeah, you can go ahead and put it out there. And then we would put a disclaimer on that piece of property that, this is not ours. You need to contact the private property, but there's still going to be the checklist of what they need to do to develop property within the city limits of International Falls. So it's moving along nicely.
Great, thank you. Okay, under D, approve requesting specification and bid package for 2023 interior wall painting and carpet replacement as per the GSA lease with Board Act. Can you give me a little report on that?
Mr. Brokaw will be.
Huh?
That's why he's here yet.
Yeah.
One more thing.
I believe that I put him last on this.
Thank you, President and Commissioners. As part of our lease with Voyageurs National Park, or GSA, we are required to replace the carpet every 5 years and paint the interior of the building every 7 years. Currently, we're at year 12. It'll be 12 years in April. And we have not replaced the carpet or painted the entire inside. The one thing that was covered under the lease is you're only supposed to clean the carpets twice a year, or once every 2 years. I clean the carpets every year. Okay. Every couple of years we'd go through and we would touch up the walls and we would paint. Okay. Now GSA has caught up to me. There's some carpet that's peeling up. I think they're ready for a touch up. So it's one of those things where they don't hold you to it. If you get in trouble with GSA, or if the park asks for a perk that isn't covered under the lease, and you say, no, that's a change to the building, you have to do that. The first thing GSA does is come in and say, when was the last time you painted and put carpet? So in talking with GSA after our annual inspection, they asked me when was the last time you did carpet and paint. We've gotten by for 12 years. The paint and the carpet is two items that there's actually money taken out and put in the U.S. bank account. Whereas versus the drainage project we're doing is something that's not saved for. It's maintenance money that's left over at the end of the year that we didn't expend. So they're budgeted items. We need to get a hold of U.S. Bank. We need to pull that out. But what I need to do is come up with bid specs and come up with an estimate on what it's going to cost. And we need to do that project in 2023. So I'm looking for permission to proceed with Kraus Anderson to help put that together.
Okay. Anybody got any problem with that at all? And we'll go through board action right now and pass it. So we got it listed for board action. Need a motion to move forward with this request on doing carpeting and painting. Anything else?
Can I just say, I'm not asking for permission to move ahead. I'm asking for permission to put the package together.
Oh, put the bid package.
Yep. Okay. So we get it together because
yep.
I need to work out how much I need to get an estimate, an engineer's estimate per se. Okay. But I will be coming back to this board to get permission to advertise for bids. Okay. Okay. So I'm not asking to proceed with, this is the first step.
You don't need any board action tonight.
Yes, I need to be able to, I need permission.
Set the bid.
Yep.
Okay.
To come up with that bid package.
Okay. So you need a motion for the request to have a bid package for the 2023 interior wall painting and carpet replacement. Motion by Harley, second by Walt Buller. Discussion.
I just thought to say, we do need to go ahead with this because we want to be right. We got our licensing commission and stuff. We're renters and should follow what's in there.
And I'll just comment, it's not. It's
Just-
not that it's run down. I mean, it's
Right.
the purpose of, and each GSA inspection I get, they've commented on how good it looks. And so it's when you go through that GSA lease, which is about that thick, they put those little caveats in there. And and I know, Mayor Anderson at the time was nervous about it because of those caveats that, if we would have had to do it at 5 years and at 7 years, we may not have had enough money saved up to be able to do it. So this is how those games are played with this type of lease. With us getting close to our 20-year lease, you get to year 15, they're going to start negotiating a new one. They're going to ask for changes to the building, that type of stuff. So we're going to have to make a capital investment at the end of 20 years to be able to get another 20 years.
Brad and I were just talking about that today, about that building and stuff and how important it is to keep it up. And
Yep.
We had that discussion. We got about 8 years left on it.
Yep.
Roughly.
Yep.
That's a big deal to keep it up.
In 4 to 5 years, they'll start talking about, they'll actually reach out to Voyageurs National Park and they will start talking about it. Because I know the Border Patrol is going through the same thing now, and that building opened up in 2010. So they're already talking about re-upping their next 20 years. So,
I guess my thought, I wasn't worried about it being run down, just so we should follow
Yeah.
the lease and,
Yep.
That's good.
and
being
I,
reactive, being proactive is better than being reactive
Right.
with
and
GSA.
just to be good, right? Like say
Yep.
it's a contract, we want to be known. But when other people want to have a contract with international follow.
Yep.
Do you have a renter's license?
Sorry about that.
Pull out some more.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any more discussion?
One question, would it be best that you would have that figure for us, maybe at that special meeting, rather than wait till April for the regular meeting?
I hope to. I just wanted to get permission to work with Cross
Yeah.
Anderson to put it together. So
Get that, otherwise you gotta wait till April and then
Yeah.
go on the bids and then people are.
Yep.
Busy and right now and probably, it's an indoor project, and people will work out there, so.
Yep.
Just a thought.
and Kraus Anderson and I have been talking about it, but I've been waiting for this meeting to ask permission for some. You guys can start meeting monthly and I'm fine with that too.
What you brought today, I don't know if I want it.
Any more discussion? There is none. We're gonna vote. Aye.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Thank you.
And we're at adjournment. Number 9. So adjourn this meeting.
Can I just make one comment?
Yeah.
About that? The reason we're at this point in doing all this bidding this time of year instead of waiting until April. Is because they're on the ball this time. Every year when we've had what's it? Late.
But it wasn't April, it was November.
I mean, that's a tribute to what Ted and these engineers have been doing to get all these projects put together so we can bid early and get it. This switch.
All right. Thank you, Ted. Yeah. Adjourn this meeting.